I am AM Adair, and I'm only semi-caffeinated, so I can't be held responsible for what might happen next. Oh, minions, definitely. I want minions. I need minions. Just being able to hang out with them, not only are they funny, but they will do anything I ask them to do. They will be at my beck and call, and that's just outstanding. Cage diving with great white sharks. Yes, and it's not even so much a review about the book. It's like the reviewer thought they knew me, and yet they were saying, "Well, he obviously has not been to Iraq, and he doesn't know what he's talking about." Like, you didn't read my bio. Growing up, I wanted to be either James Bond or Indiana Jones, and that really hasn't changed. I think I could be pretty cool. I don't have the accent, but I could probably rock the tux, and I'd have to switch up the martini to probably Jack and Coke, but that's just kind of my go-to. I don't know, you could say that I actually do impression of individual, but I can do fairly good impersonation of somebody, let's just say from maybe Eastern Europe. And I may have had to do this quite a bit doing realistic training. And so I learned how to, curse and scream and yell and say all kinds of things in a little bit of accent. I would not hesitate to partner with an author. I think that collaborative relationship is not only extremely beneficial, but a lot of fun. I mean, you get a whole slew of ideas you might not necessarily come up with on your own. And so I'm going to be a fangirl for a minute. I would partner with Jack Carr, but I would honestly partner with anybody who asked me to. Zach James and I were toying with the idea of kind of doing like almost a Dungeons and Dragons, like back and forth, where we roll the dice to see which one of our characters is going to get schwacked and kind of roll with the punches. Truthfully, it's not so much the food, it's how I've been fed. I had a meeting with a council of Iraqis, and they piled everything in the middle of the table, all this lamb and rice and the flatbread, and then they started feeding me by hand, and all I kept thinking was, these guys do not wash their hands after they go to the bathroom, and I don't know what they've been doing all day. They're like, "No, here, eat." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna regret this one later." Just pray you don't end up on the shitters for too long. Murder. I would absolutely get away with murder. I'm always fascinated with vigilante justice, and so that would be the vein I would go down with if I were to actually do this. Yeah, I would go after anybody who harms children. Truthfully, I had always referred to myself as an author as an addendum. I didn't start actually saying I'm an author until earlier this year when I was doing my taxes. I sat down and they're like, "Hey, what's your occupation?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm an author." And that I had that moment like, "Oh, this is real." And it's no longer an addendum. So that was a really great moment for me. It's time to nut up or shut up. I went to John Wick, um, Woody Harrelson, and I think I want to throw in a little bit. Let's do some zombie world continuance of Brad Pitt's character from World War Z. I'm making it out of this. No, my editor is absolutely amazing, and she can do no wrong. Oh, wait a minute, that was version 1. She cut out a few words, so no, my editor is awesome. Usually when I get into character, I really start getting in intense moments. You're like, you fucking American, you have no idea what you talk about.